11 foot 8 inches. So we've got some compromise here, but still, I mean, look at the width of this sucker. It's like a 2.5 inch. So these can suffer a certain amount of damage. It looks like there must have been a different beam system here. It's funny because I expect maybe they cut it off. Typically what you have in the house is ages mortise and tenon beams. So you actually have a tenon cut onto the joist. And those, what may have happened is this wood was green sawn.
Yes,
You do
sir.
a mortise and tenon beam, and then the wood shrinks an inch.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, the tenon has moved out of that mortise. And I looked at one last week where there was only a 1/4 inch of bearing some places. So they may have had that issue here, and then took the old beam off and put this beam in, because this is obviously not wood.
Yeah.
So some restructuring was obviously done, and it looks to be relatively common.
Thank you.
All right, so we've covered structure down here. Let's start on some mechanicals. Okay. No, move our. That's not good. Missing cabinet connector.
Sure.
And that could become important.
John, if at any point that light becomes bothersome, just let me know. During our initial walkthrough, John, we pulled the filter. The filter was pretty dirty, so we actually changed it that day because she had spares here. So I would like your honest thoughts without, I know we can't dig in too deeply.
Yeah, this is a crappy filter. You've got enough room here, I think, to put in like a Space Guard or Aprilaire. They're actually exactly the same filter.
Yes, sir.
They're either 11 or 12 Merv, and these are. The problem with this one is this is sucking a lot of air out of the basement because we've got this big hole here.
Yes, sir.
So in the summer, is there air conditioning?
Yes, sir, there is. There
Okay,
is central
so
air.
how's the air conditioning work in the summer when it's basically circulating air from the basement? Now they're having trouble finding the nameplate here. It's supposed to be inside. It's Heil Quaker.
We couldn't find it either.
Sort of weird. Well, there's a little tag down there, which you probably can't read. NUKU something or other. I'd like to get all the dates off of it.
Could it be on the back panel of the bottom one?
I'll sneak around there and maybe I can read that thing on the side. But by law, since 72, there has to be a little. And that's what I really want to see, but I'm not seeing clear numbers on that.
Any chance it could be on that bottom panel down below down there?
I'll open up, since the fan's off, I'm going to open the bottom. and
Yes, sir.
I kind of missed a connector. Just fell out of something or other. It's one of the side closures, I think. These two are here. Ah, this guy wasn't bright at all. What did he do? Oh, this is not an original fitting. This was added. So they were having a problem with condensate in this furnace.
Yeah,
There it is.
my mom had somebody in here to
Yeah, I did it wrong.
to do something.
All right.
She was quite
So
old.
International Comfort Products, 2003, so we're 15 years of age, which is about it for this particular panel. International Comfort is sort of the low end. It's got a Heil label on it, but Heil doesn't make this because it's International Comfort. You can buy these as a Janitrol, as a Night and Day, as a Heil, as a whatever. You just buy 1,000, put your name on it. And so this is sort of like the Chevy Chevette of furnaces. H9 MPDO. PDO. And it's 075, so that means 75,000 BTU input. It is a condensing furnace, but it's got issues. That's his trap. Isn't that a nice trap? Well, at least he put in a trap. I don't know why this wasn't draining into here, but this piece isn't supposed to be here, this hose isn't supposed to be here, and this is supposed to close the side of the cabinet, because if you want to improve the energy efficiency by 7%, you put an air intake pipe onto here. Right now this is using household air. So one reason why the window, big draft, well, you've got this giant exhaust fan going, then you got a hole, right? So not a great system.
And that's why on most high efficiency furnaces, you see two,
Right.
two coming
But
out.
this
Understood.
is El Cheapo, so they make this so you can just suck it in from the basin, because some people won't pay the extra $300 to have the outside air brought in. And considering the age of the furnace, I'm not sure I'd bother retrofitting. I think I'd probably just figure that you're gonna get a better furnace with better, with the complete outside air in a couple of years. You got Dave Olson down the road in Black Earth. He's probably the best HVAC person in this part of Wisconsin. He has a company called Modern Heating. And Dave does a huge amount of work for retrofits on historic houses. And he will stick with things till they work. The system we put in on 115 Healy Place in Madison, Mules Folly, a gigantic 4-story, 7,000 footer. And so we put in 4 geothermal wells and then a whole bunch of 3 boilers in series. And he's been fiddling with that for nearly 6 months, trying to get it to work exactly right. Now the theory on these fronts, of course, is that these have to be dead tight if they're bringing in air through the top. The other way that they save money on these is like a carrier or a real Heil Quaker is actually going to bring the air right to the combustion box. So if you've got the outside air coming, of course, this box is supposed to be dead tight.
Yes, sir.
So you'd have to find another one of those. But like I said, I don't think it's
Yeah.
worth retrofitting this.
Go ahead and plan on
Get
it
another
before next
year,
heating
get
season.
2
eh?
years out of it.
Yes, sir.
Get it.
Because we're looking
Oh.
at, yes, sir.
Okay, so we gotta
Nope,
talk
you
about
go ahead.
historic stuff. So Jennifer and I checked, and this thing is not on the state register, which is a little bit of a surprise. So if you can get it on the state register, if you can spend $10,000 on the house over 5 years, you get 25% tax credit. So you buy a $3,000 furnace, you're looking at $750 tax rebate. Well, actually not. Decreases your Wisconsin income taxes. And considering what the federal government has just done to us as far as deductibility, a good thing. So I think we talked about this on the phone a little bit, so you've looked at it all already. All right.
John, I don't mean to interrupt you, but you're fully confident with Dave being able to add that second piece of PVC and knowing where he can exit on the house and
Yeah, you'd exit
things like
right-
that.
within 1 foot of this.
Yes, sir.
We can actually exit right next to it.
Okay.
But then the intake has to be 1 foot away from the exhaust.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right, so water heater. State makes pretty good quality water heater. This one, it's an E04, so E is the month and 04 is the year. So 2004. So that must have been when all this work was done on this place, 3 and 4 then.
That sounds about right. Because she bought it in 2005. My mom did, yeah.
Okay, and this is a PR 640, PR 640, which means it should be a 4040, and it is a 4040. So 40 gallons, 40,000 BTUs, power vented. It again, this is a good heater, it's not a great heater. It does use inside air. You can get them with their own outside air as well, but this is a pretty good heater. It is a correct AGA, American Gas Association gas valve. That's an AGA valve, that's good. That's loud for a... This is a US filter. It says Culligan, it says Hillenbrand. Again, you buy these parts, you screw them together, put your own name on them. US filter is like owning a Chevrolet. Anybody can fix these. It's a very widely used water softener. This is a 2004. It is a little clunky. It is metered use. Generally these go 20 years, and then you do a maintenance thing on them, put in a couple new solenoid gaskets, and they go for another 15.
Cool.
So keep an eye on it. If the timer craps out or something, they can fix it very easily. So I'm just going to say US filter, even though it says that no place on it, but that's, I know that's what it is. And I'll just say noisy. Timer. All right. So either we need to put a detector there or we have to close the box. Right, just put another detector there. We can't have any open boxes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's just pretty minor.
Yeah, I think that was, I don't know if they put that in, but there was one up at the top of the stairs, which,
The more the better.
okay.
This is just an air entrance vent up here, scooter vent, and those are perfectly legal. They had a vent that they didn't want to try to get up all the way to the roof. So that lets a little air in when there's a lot of water running through, so there's no crazy gurgling.
There's some upstairs too.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, there's no problem with it.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look at electrical. So I need the screwdriver left on top of the furnace.
We found a screwdriver outside it, put it inside your garage.